now on our WDRB investigation on what happened to Ta'Neasha Chappell. Gilbert Corsey with the eye-opening report coming 3 years after the Louisville woman died in custody at the Jackson County Jail.
All right, just to catch everybody up, Chappell had been arrested in May of 2021 for shoplifting in a police chase. She got incredibly sick one night in July of that year, vomiting blood. This became a national story as we heard her cries and saw her condition as she begged for help for 20 hours. Jail staff didn't call an ambulance until she was incoherent, and she died shortly after getting to the hospital.
So the big question here, Gilbert, is what happened to the jail staff? The family is saying that there has been no accountability.
And to be clear, they want criminal charges in this. That hasn't happened, but there has been some fallout. For example, Chappell's death cost jail nurse Ed Rattan his career. The Indiana Board of Nursing revoked his license in March of this year, citing professional incompetence and neglect, among other reasons.
What's the status of her wrongful death lawsuits?
It is crawling through this federal court system. 14 Jackson County Jail employees were originally named, but one has been found liable, Raya Smith. She was the one who admitted in a deposition to ignoring Chappell. Fallon, let's go back now and watch this part of the story.
I wasn't sure what exactly to do about it since I hadn't received any training yet.
Another misstep.
I'm going up in my sleep.
Guard Raya Smith admits
Alrighty.
she never told the nurse or supervisors about that call.
So why did you ignore her there?
I'm not 100% sure why.
So that was one of 3 interactions that Smith had with Chappell about 8 hours before she died. Judge Sarah Evans Barker wrote in her opinion that no reasonable juror could conclude that Officer Smith acted reasonably in response to Chappell's serious medical need. Fallon, this is not a criminal case. It doesn't mean that Smith is going to be charged. The ruling means that Smith violated Chappell's 14th Amendment right to medical care. And the question now is how much will the county have to pay for it?
So which 3 others saw the case dismissed?
This may be the most surprising part to our viewers at home. Tammy Baxter and Wendy Boshears, the 2 female guards sent in to help Chappell get dressed. Remember, they didn't. In fact, Baxter berated Chappell as she was groaning on the ground. Watch.
This is just making us think that you're faking it. So if you're not going to get up and get dressed, we're going to leave you alone.
You see that and you're saying, how is it case dismissed? And ultimately it comes down to timing. That interaction happened around 3 p.m. on July 16th. Chappell was already 18 hours into her distress, and the ambulance came within 30 minutes. So the judge wrote that while Baxter's words were callous, neither of those officers had any direct involvement in delaying or denying Chappell's care. We should make mention that we have reached out to counsel, to lawyers for all the jail staff who did not reply to our requests for comment.
All right, Gilbert, thank you so much for your coverage on this. You can look for the entire investigation right now on our website, WDRB.com.